go for it. So one of the best cards that we're going to be able to pick up here for the Silent with a Snecko to start out with, because like high cost, high damage cards are really good in Snecko, as well as yeah, good in Snecko, as well as draw is really good in Snecko, because the more cards you draw, the more options you have in hand. The more options you have in hand, the more likely those cards cost 0 or 1 and you have the ability to cast them, right? So the first card that I'm going to want to pick up is Predator. I will desperately want Predator. After that, like Wraithform, Nightmare, any of these kind of like things that are traditionally quite high cost that you build around, I'll stuff those in the deck as well. Couple dashes in the early game would be really good as well. Okay, so it's custom, silence, ascension level 0. I mean, I turned that off and it just won't be there, right? And then Snecko, Prey Snecko. Hold up, this isn't 80s? You're right. Sorry. The game's changing so quickly. Slay the Spire. There we go. Yeah, so it does replace the starting relic. I can't afford to take out elites early here, is the thing. I actually want normal fights to try and get some cards and upgrades to rests to upgrade them. Wait, didn't we need tabletop for point unlocks? Do those happen in the middle of the run? Alexa, if you're still around, do the point unlocks for the 500 and 1200, do those happen in the middle of a run or at the end of the run? Because they're new packs, right? So they're for modifying the next run. They have to be. Get stabbed. Ah! I thought it had 12 health. Oh, I'm just gonna throw hard, apparently. Alright. Focus up and fly right. Alexa did afterwards in his vids. Okay, cool. That'll solved it. Can't take any of those. Industrial is black. Industrial is black. Says, the one thing that's bothered me for a long time is that you have one of the best singing voices I've heard in the gaming community. You keep not singing. Is that something we can fix? At some point, I will definitely end up doing something along the lines of like a Twitch sings kind of situation, but I get nervous, and when I get nervous, I have bad breath control, and when I have bad breath control, I start sounding bad, and then I get more nervous, so it kind of becomes cyclical. It's definitely something that I do want to do, though. Like, quite badly, actually. Rhapsody Plays finally got to catch you live. Huge YouTube fan. Where can I get some more info about the Pyramid Challenge? Exclamation mark Pyramid will get you access to the challenge itself on the tabletop workshop, tabletop simulator workshop. But in general, effectively, it just provides you with a couple of games that you need to play of a randomized set. A couple of games that you need to play, the primary objective, which is like, you know, win a run as a silent or something like that, and then a secondary objective, which is like pass up item rooms or, you know, perfect a boss or something like that. And then in completing those, you will end up with a score for your whole run. Ryan, can you say garage? Garage. Please? Can I have some high cost cards, game? I'm sure there are some around. Have you been less into doing your nails in a pretty face these days? How does gender work for you if it's an okay question to answer on something that might be a VOD? I have not been doing much upkeep in the quarantines. Like the fact that I like can't cut my hair, I can't go and actually get a manicure, like, or any of those kinds of things, has kind of made me take very little effort. I trim this so that it doesn't look scraggly at all times, and that's about it. It's I don't know. It's like I just haven't been in kind of like the phase or mood to do it recently. So in a sense, you depend on the outside world for upkeep. It's... kind of? I don't... How do you explain that? I like it for its own sake, but especially if I like put a decent amount of effort in, I definitely want people to see it. And then sometimes, like, especially if like I get like a really nice haircut and like I've done my nails really nice recently and I'm all trimmed up and tidy, you know, I look really good, I'm wearing good clothes, and like I've been watching my weight recently, like then I start to become sad if I'm like, I look bum as heck, but no one's seeing it. Like, there is a bit of that. Like, I will do it for myself, but there's like a sadness in putting a lot of effort in and then not doing anything. Remove card from the deck. Yeah, let's get a cheap card out of here. I'm probably gonna drop the defend, honestly, here, because we're gonna need aggression to get through this. Cast 5 cards in a single turn. That's what the Snecko does for you. Beautiful. Oh yeah, I see, though. Arguably hundreds more people see you daily than normally. It's so weird. It is so weird that, like, there's a huge disconnect between those for me. I don't entirely understand the origin of it, but it is weird. I'll take the Storm of Steel, though. It's fine. Is that good enough to start going for some elites? Storm Steel is really good. Let me use Cold's Potion here, actually. Hand of Greed, because I can play it next cycle for instantaneous damage. And possibly even for the kill. Storm Steel is huge. Yeah, it's going to be incredible for us. I'm going to weaken you before I do this, though. Stab. Stab. Money. Tough Bandages. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, gain 3 block. And we also have discard your hand. Add 1 shift to your hand for each card discarded, and we draw 2 additional cards a turn. Nice. I don't want to malaise. Captain's Wheel at start of your turn, start of your third turn, rather, gain 18 block. No, I'm fine, thanks. I want to wake the enemy up this turn, definitely, though, because I'll have the 18 block on the next turn. I do more damage if I throw these shivs out first, actually. Those strikes out first, rather. Skipping malaise, what a noob. I mean, I didn't want it. I'm kind of focused on trying to get aggression at the moment. It's Ascension 0, so I don't also need it. Defend again and throw a strike. The problem that we're gonna have here is, yeah, after the enemy starts doing this whole business, life gets pretty bad for us. Hopefully I get another... Ajo, that's an assumption you're making now. One of the rare times where a Wrist Blade plus Snecko Eye would be useful. That's very true. Yeah, that's lethal. You got it. Phantasmal Killer here, definitely. This is going to be an interesting deck, I'll say that. Vajra, start each... Ooh. Yes! Yes, I'll take that, baby. It's a very good baby. Give him the Storm of Steel. Good damage. Though your face is on screen for many more viewers that might be looking in the offline world, it's fair to say you focus more on the content here rather than offline. Or you could say that here your platform is Twitch/gaming, offline your platform is just yourself, that's your appearance. I guess that, yeah, that definitely contributes to it. That definitely contributes to it, because I do, like, something I've always tried to do is put the game first and then be there. Like, I understand that, like, the format for... Ooh, any of these? No, I'm fine, actually. I understand that, like, the successful format for a YouTube channel is, like, make it all about yourself, because if it's... that's not gonna help me. Because if it's all about yourself, then no matter what game you're playing, people will be there. And I see that idea and that approach, and I do appreciate that idea and approach. One second, we'll go for that. But I've always... Like, probably as a result of anxiety, I feel a little, like that in a single strike. That's unfortunate for the Phantasmal Killer. I always feel like a little arrogant or guilty doing that, so I always try and put the game first and forward. So if you look like at any of my thumbnails, for example, I always try and match my formatting of my name, like, to be smaller than the title, but to, like, be cohesive with the aesthetic the game is setting up, rather than make a format and then slot games into the pre-approved format that I have. Dash. Good. What's the answer to my question? I'm gonna guess that it's about water, and the answer is yes. Backstab should have been taken when a nade it costs 0. Not entirely true, Skaplinsky. Not entirely true. I have seen that both be true and not be true at different times of innate cards having a randomized cost with Snecko or not having a randomized cost with Snecko. I don't know what makes it true sometimes and not true sometimes, but it's not consistent. Leg sweep is huge. Like, absolutely monumentally huge. Have to take it. Sling of Courage is also really good for us because of the way that we actually take our elite fights out. Yeah, I'll take that too. Relic. 2 additional cards in my opening hand. My opening hand is like 10 cards large now. It's sweet for the extra one there. Anchor would have been good. You're right, Corbin. It would have been. It's just specifically for hunting elites next floor. I wanted to get the thing there. Okay, no Phantasmal Killer in this hand. Right. Innate is draw, Bottle of Flames, or card creation and no draw, so random cost. Bottle of Flames doesn't... So, it doesn't just, like, give, like, a fake kind of, like, copy of Innate. That might have been it, because, like, thinking about ones that were in the opening hand or not in the opening hand. Hang on one sec. Let's go with that, and then throw a strike. Don't need to split this time. Is there some comfortability with the community so there is less pressure to dress up more? There's definitely a part of that as well. Like... Weaken you and defend myself. I'm currently perfecting this boss, so I might already have this. So it's 6, 42, 42. I don't like it, but I do have to split you this turn. That's definitely part of it. Like, I can't really fade into the background of my own stream. I can't really, like, not be entirely present. I can't be especially caught up and, like, entirely within my own head. Like, there's definitely moments of that, but I am structurally incapable of doing that. Whereas in more social circumstances, yeah, I am stuck in my whole head, my own head the entire time. So I suppose that could easily, I mean, I'm just gonna end up taking damage here, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna have to perfect the later one. Am I? No, I'm not. We'll try and perfect this one still. Are you paying rent in your own head? Yeah, I know. I don't even get to live there rent free. It's annoying. But like, especially when you're stuck in your head like that, like a lot of stuff becomes inwardly focused. So things like that matter more to me at the point. Unload, after image, die. I don't think I need any of these. No, I don't. So we have the extra thing completed. We've already got the extra challenge completed. Now I just have to win the run. I'm fine without any of those, to be honest. Oh, okay. Seems good. After image is good? Yeah, it is. Like, it's especially good on the turn that I use my my Storm of Steel. But on the turn that I use my Storm of Steel, I get fully defended most of the time from the top bandages anyway. How many elites can I fight? I'm gonna turn this into an elite hunting sesh. Let's go. You just need accuracy with Storm of Steel. Do I though? Do I need it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Yeah, good. Nah, I don't need any of that. Thank you. I honestly just need the deck to be thinner at this point. Good fight. Real competitive. I can take a shop in the next space if I desperately need to. Akabeko is not good. Oh. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna get a second one of them. So I'll just have one every hand. Really? The bottom card is another Storm of Steel. Game? What is this? Not giving me my Storms of Steel every turn. Oh, rude. Best thing that I can get at this point is obviously like, you know, your Ornamental Fan, Kunai, Shuriken. No. Okay, definitely start with the dash. Phantasmal Kill is definitely going out. I'll also defend. Throw a strike. Firebomb the backline and double defend. Leg sweep the one that's gonna live and then kill you. Oh no, wait, never mind. I have double damage. Both of them are gonna die. Potion belts. Yeah. Choke? Whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses 3 HP. Yeah, sure. That's more damage. Now all you need is Bag of Marbles, which you'll get after the next elite fight, most likely. Here's hoping. Eh. Cool. Goodness gracious, this run should go up on YouTube. It may well do. It may well do. If it does end up on YouTube, then I'll mention at this point that this is part of the pyramid that I'm doing. Currently live at twitch.tv/RhapsodyPlays, but maybe live at some point in the future on the twitch.tv/RhapsodyPlays as well. Why not take Infinite Blades, Cloak and Dagger, or Blade Dance? They would add more damage cards. So Infinite Blades, yeah, I can see the argument for that. I just want to try and keep the deck as thin as possible so that I can consistently draw the Storm of Seals. Like, I honestly don't think I need anything more at this point. Cloak and Dagger, no, because like if it's high cost, I'll never play it. Blade Dance, again, if it's high cost, I'll never play it. Like, they'll both, like, Cloak and Dagger needs to be upgraded before it adds an extra card to my hand. Blade Dance needs to, you know, be low cost before I'll ever constantly play it. Also, having those be, you know, high cost and then Storm of Steel means like I can't have both of them roll like 2s or roll like a 3 and a 2 or a 3 and a 1. What about accuracy though? I would probably still put accuracy in this deck. You can try and get 10 more Storms of Steel. Let's see if we can get the event that gives you 5 more copies of it. That'd be great. Wah. Bad defense. Alright, Phantasmal Killer before I Storm of Steel here. And then I hope I get the Storm of Steel next as well. No real reason to do anything else that turn. Got him. It's remarkable how well this has come together. Let's get Tincture as well. Tincture would be great. How many more cards do I need to upgrade in this deck? Dash, Choke. That's about it. It's fine. I'll go over this way anyway. Wing Boots. You may ignore the path when traveling to the next room 3 times. I like it. Oh, Tincture still exists? Yep. He was hoping it turns up at some point. God. You know a run's good when you see the apparitions and you're like, ugh, apparitions? If I hadn't already perfected, I would take this. But I have perfected, so it's cards between me and my other stuff. Rhapsody, you really need to chill in the Shiv decks. I just dare you at the start of a Snecko run to do, and oh my god, you didn't even leave the first floor, already breaking the game, affecting bosses. Yep. I'd say sorry, but I'm not. Cool. It's a Shiv run. Oh, accuracy doesn't want to be played here. So I'm almost guaranteed to have a Storm of Steel in the next hand with double damage. I told you accuracy was good. Yeah, no, I was still probably going to take it. Choke you. Storm of Steel. Stab. 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 Got him. Good fight. Real difficult. Horn Cleat at the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. Finisher can't be cast after all of my Shivs because I would be discarding it. Bouncing Flask would be fine, but I don't want to put cards between me and my Storms of Steel and my Phantasmal Killer at this point. Ryan, you shan't do a Shiv run with Snecko? Shan't I? Because I think I shout. Didn't sound right. Alright, let's go. Storm of Steel. Leg sweep. Give damage. Shan't. I liked that. That was a short-lived meme, but I really liked the like adding suffixes unnecessarily to something. That I don't know. Just like quirky little language memes. That's my jam. I'll play the top 3 cards in my draw pile here. Yeah, it looks good. Got him. Speaking of shanties, that's a whiskey drink, right? With me at the moment? No, but I did get whiskey yesterday. Peak after the stream gave me a bottle of one of my new favorite whiskeys and a platter of my favorite type of sushi, and I damn near could have cried. I was just so happy to have both of them. And, he was doing a game jam at the time. He's doing Ludum Dare at the moment. So I couldn't, like, he was on a conference call with the person that he's doing it with, so I couldn't go into the room and go like, ah, So I just had like all this like bubbly, happy, gushy energy inside of me, and I couldn't get it, like I couldn't say to anyone anything, because like, who do you message to just say, oh, I need to get this out, but that's a really cute thing that just happened. I liked it a lot. Third Storm of Steel, definitely, yeah. Is his name Peak? Peak or Peak? It's the first one. P-E-A-K. Ryan, what's the name of the whiskey? I've been into Maker's Mark recently. Might technically be a bourbon. Storm Steel still. The end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. It's a bourbon, yeah? Cool. Or do I want to take, like, Velvet Choker and kill my run? Always 10 cards to Storm. Yeah, it's basically just like, if I have a bad draw, the only problem is if I have a really bad draw and I get, like, a lot of 3s, and I can't play any of them, and then I get, like, more, I'll end up, sometimes you'll end up with a hand that's just 3 costs, and then I'm only playing 1 card every turn and drawing another card every turn, which becomes a problem. So like especially because it means I can't then get to my, my Storm Steel reliably. As long as you have some discard in there. I do have some discard, it's just, like, if I happen to, I know it's unlikely, but if I happen to draw, like, all of these is 3 costs, all of these is 3 costs in the first round, right? I play one of them. Well, actually, I only have 9 cards in my opening hand. I play one of them, right? So I have 2 empty slots, and then I draw 2 more 3 costs, and then I play one of them, and I have, like, it's, with the other cards in the deck, it can become annoying. If you get your deck down to 11 cards, though, that's true, but I'm not gonna get 9 removals in the next area. Hey, Riddell. Hope D&D's going well. It's a 1 in a million chance. All right. Let's die. Let's die to this. I go up there, hop across, then hop across. I can go for 4 elites here. Accuracy, I'll choke you, and then Storm. Attack the backliner. Good. Does SCS get considerably easier considering that some of the bad boss relics have become badass rare relics? Not considerably easier, but it did remove, like, a very consistent source of frustration of getting, like, 3 of the bad options there. I could take Crippling Cloud, but I'm not going to. Yeah, it removes one of the, like, strong negatives of getting 3 bad options at the same time there. So I think it's less frustrating rather than it's easier. Oh. We got the bag of marbles. Cool. Rhapsody, how young are you? I am 26 years old. I gotta lose the choke here, unfortunately. Sweep there for the block, literally just so that the spiker doesn't deal that much damage to me when I hit it. Hey, it's Predator. Hey, Predator. I was just talking about you 40 minutes ago. Dash into Storm. And just set them all up to knocking them down next turn. Great. Rip deck, no choke. Yeah, we're done. We're not going to be able to win after this. No choke? Are you kidding me? It's basically over. Really enjoyed the stream? Follow it? Oh, thank you, Samoyan. So that name based around the Samoyed? Isn't concentrated consideration because you're afraid of the no discard thing? I'm afraid of it in that it is an element that I need to consider when picking stuff. More than I'm afraid of it as, like, I sincerely believe it will definitely happen. Sorry to say, but your run is dead. I think it best if you restart now. All right, fair enough. Thank you. None of these say restart, so I'm just gonna have to continue the run. No, it isn't, but it could be. Hey. Sorry, I was just asking because Samoyed's one of my favorite breed of dog. Upgrade all cards I can no longer heal. That doesn't really do anything to me. I'm gonna get the Red Relic. Perhaps do you prefer agency or deck? Adding or removing a card. Sorry, agents of deck or agency of choice, having a clear different choices in action on deck building progression on a deck building roguelike. Do Samoyeds come from Samoa? I think they're actually Russian. Do you prefer agency of deck, adding or removing card, or agency of choice, having a clear different choices in action on the deck building progression? I might need you to clarify what you mean by agency of choice. Like, are you talking about, like, having options of different things that I can do with the deck that I have in play? Because as soon as you add the word deck building progression in there, I'm wondering if you're talking about, like, meta progression of roguelikes or something like that. Samoyedic people of Siberia, according to the all-knowing Wikipedia? Oh, okay, cool. Siberia is near Russia, right? I'm not that wrong, I'm just wrong. Not extremely dead wrong, right? Duh. Okay. Siberia is Russia? Damn, Siberia took over Russia? Wild. Oh, only a region. Alright. Let's just start getting our damage in here. Half of its HP on turn 1. Nice. I'm gonna leave 3 cards in hand because then I will have full 10 in hand at the end of the turn. That's the boss perfected. I'm fine with this. Alright, so I jump over now, right? Yeah, jump over now. More like the game helping you to build the archetype that you're trying to make. Oh, right. So like in Hades where you pick things and... don't care about any of these, but I do care about removing the Writhe. So like in Hades where you you pick things and then those guide your future picks. Ooh. I think it depends on the game. Like in Hades, like it guiding your future picks is really, really, really good. Like it actually allows you to strategize. Whereas like because you have so many different gods that have themselves so many different boons, you need an element that allows you to narrow down what you're going for if you want to have any hope of having anything with any consistency. So I like how Hades approaches it for Hades itself. Would I like that in Slay the Spire, like an archetype generator kind of situation? Probably not. Because in Slay the Spire, like, the synergies are oftentimes less hard-coded, right? Like in Hades, oftentimes things will affect your attack, your cast, or your special, and then your attack, cast, special call, and then outside of that, there's just like random little bits and bobs that help you, but you usually build each of those in a different way. Whereas here, you're building like one cohesive deck. So I think it really depends on the game. There are different games that have, you know, that benefit from different ways of approaching that. So I almost up to, yeah, there's a lot of HP in the final fight. Don't think I'll need it though. Accuracy, Storm of Steel. Can I kill on turn 1? Yeah. Yes. Old coin! Thanks for the 300 gold there. I'd like to have a shop. Oh, I can have a shop! Because I can just go to that and then hop back across. Hell yeah! Okay, I can't accuracy into it here, so just do that for the weakness so that if you 45 me next turn, I don't immediately cry. Not gonna 45 me, are you? I'm gonna discard my Shivs to get new Shivs. New Shivs. Gambling chip. At the start of combat, discard any number of cards and then draw that many. Perfect. That'll work. No. Don't need them. Those old Shivs were garbage anyway. Yeah, no, they've worn down over time. I think it's just get the neutralize out of here and then leave. I don't want anything there. I mean, let's discard some cards, I guess. The extra draw there, actually. Yeah, it's 24 on each of you. Yeah, cool. So I'm going for the kill next round instead. $36,000 Shivs, that'll do. Calibers. If at the end of your turn you lose, at the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of it, that's going to be incredible for us. We oftentimes get way too much block. Yeah. Alright, it's time to potions. It's time to potions. Throw those, throw that. I mean, honestly, throw everything that's not these two, I think. One. Two. Predator for the next stand. Yeah, Predator for the next stand, definitely. Three. No, throw poison on the backliner. I mean, I'll also torch the backliner, I think, here. Get my artifacts. Get a bunch more potions. 3 Shivs in it. No, 3 thorns. Yeah, I'll take 3 thorns. Make the enemy vulnerable right now. No, that's not necessary. I will apply a poison, though. Don't need to fish for anything now, though. Like Sweep Storm. Ryan, would you please stop shanking everyone you meet? They're just doing their jobs. I know, and their job at that point in time is to be shanked by me. Okay. That'll do. Let's make you vulnerable. Try to Predator and dash. No, I can't dash. I'll just Storm of Steel then. Taking adrenaline, sure. And burst, okay, so Shiv. Burst adrenaline. Shiv, strike. Yeah, there we go. think that one will work. It's our second win for the pyramid. What's our score? So it said I had to perfect one of the bosses. Does this count? I think it does.